6'3" junior from Eagle, Idaho. Number 4, Brittany Goin. An outside hitter, a 5'11" freshman from Lakewood, California. Number 11, Jane Croson. At libero, a 5'6" junior from Honolulu, Oahu. Number 12, Emily Mayeda. At center, a 5'8" sophomore from Long Beach, California. Number 13, Mita Uiato. In the middle, a 6'2" sophomore from Los Alamitos, California. Number 17, Emily Horton. At defensive specialist, a 5'8" freshman from Kahuku, Oahu. Number 20, Elizabeth Blake. And that outside hitter, a 5'10" senior from Eva Beach, Oahu. Number 5, Kanani Danielson. Assistant coach is Ramiro Santos. Associate coach is Scott Wong. And the head coach for your Rainbow Wahine is Dave Shoji.
A double-double performance by Kanani Danielson, and the impenetrable block of Brittany Hewitt proved too much for Pepperdine. Tonight, Hawaii anticipates a larger set from Nina Matthews and her Waves. Up next, a rematch between 21st ranked Pepperdine and 11th ranked Hawaii. Here are the quick Hawaiian Tel FCU starting lineups. First of all, for Pepperdine, Frederick, Hill, and Robinson. Robinson is the defensive specialist. Adelhelm and Cash in the middle. Wooliver is the setter, and Christensen the libero. For Hawaii on the outside, Danielson, Croson. Blake is the defensive specialist. Then in the middle, Hewitt and Hartung. Uiato the setter, and Maeda is the libero. And we're ready to play. Croson will serve to start us off in set number 1. That's dug up. Well, just pushed over, diving dig by Maeda. Off the block, Uiato there. Blake, Danielson, and Danielson gets a touch. 1-0 Hawaii.
Interesting setting choices by Pepperdine that time. They rotated one from last night's start where Croson got off to a 4-0 start. They've got Hill up front right away. They don't have her in the back row, but she did not get set on either of the choices. We'll see if she gets one right here.
Christensen goes to Wooliver. That ball hit over by Frederick. That'll be returned to Uiato. Goes to Hewitt. Diving dig by Wooliver, but no help, no altitude on that ball. 2-0 Hawaii.
Hill once again does not get a set. Surprise, surprise. And here's Hewitt with a little soft shot to get point number 2.
Croson serving early on. Big toss goes in. 3-0 Hawaii. Have we not seen this start before?
It's like deja vu all over again. Great serve by Croson. She leads the Rainbow Wahine with 13 aces.
A ball dug up by Christensen. Wooliver. That ball is hit over by Hill. Blake is there, but Blake bumps it out. Some confusion in the front row that time. First point for Pepperdine.
Some hesitation there between Hewitt and Blake, because Blake normally does not start. Usually it's Chantil Satelli there. But Dave showed you decide he wanted to get some digging and I guess better digging, better passing in the back row for 3 rotations. Satelli will be in the next 3 rotations.
Lila Frederick serving for Pepperdine, chased down by Uiato. Cross court, that ball bumped over by Danielson. Step out, Hill. Hill through the double block of Hewitt and Danielson. And it's 3-2. Hawaii leading by 1. Frederick will serve.
And now Hill, a 2-time All-American, gets her first set of the night.
Hill last night with a total of 11 kills. Croson gets it over. Free ball now for Pepperdine. Step out Hill. That's wide. She may have been intimidated by Hewitt. After all, Hewitt had 14 blocks last night.
She did, and players do have a way of avoiding someone like Brittany Hewitt when she has a night like that.
4 serving 2. Williver goes to Messing. That ball dug up by Croson. Williver to Hill. That's blocked back. Messing. Croson. Uiato. Croson out of the back row.
That's the set that Ryan Suji wanted to see more in Hawaii's offense. That's the set that I would like to see more when it's the right time. And Hewitt, unfortunately, had such a great situation with no blockers up that she had a little too much cable.
Pushed over by Frederick. Blake sets up Danielson. Roll shot. That's in.
Well, Danielson just knows when to pull the trigger. She sees all 3 defenders in the back row dug in, so she gives that little soft roll shot.
Messing. That's dug up. Goes to Danielson. She hits it long. Point for Pepperdine. Hawaii leading 6-3.
Bad news was Brittany Hewitt hit. Bad news was Kanani hit the ball out. The good news was Hewitt came up with a terrific dig in the back row.
Adelhelm serving. Overpass. And that's easily tapped down by Messing. So Hawaii leading by 2.
You see what Pepperdine serves tonight. Last night they tried to pick on Croson a little bit. They picked on Maeda a little bit. Let's see if they go to Croson again.
Croson in the middle. Overpass again. And right there to tap it down is Hill.
That's definitely the strategy. Remember, one of the Pepperdine assistant coaches, Tim Jensen, coached Croson for 2 years in club volleyball. He knows exactly where to serve. Now Croson's out of the passing pattern. Blake is in.
Blake with the dig. Danielson hits it wide. We are tied at 6. Serving will be Adelhelm. Victoria Adelhelm. Blake Uiato. That ball is hit over by Danielson. Danielson gets the kill.
Well, Blake did a nice job of taking that last serve with her hands. Put it up fairly accurately to Uiato, and Uiato got the set out to Danielson.
Danielson double-double performance last night. 16 kills, 12 digs. 2 solo blocks. Messing. Blocked by Satelli. Satelli making an appearance in that front row.
Satelli last night in on 3 blocks, more than holding her own up in that front row.
Uiato. Christensen. Williver. That ball comes over. That time by Cash. Cash appearing in that front row. Interesting thing about Cash is when she comes onto the floor, she headbutts the top tape.
She's an interesting one. She's got a lot of energy. Coaches say she's got the motor on all the time.
Uiato, Danielson off the block. Great diving dig by Uiato. Ball is hit over by Satelli. Williver, back set. That's dug up by Uiato. Maeda goes to Danielson. Frederick is there. Williver. Ball is pushed over by Cash. That's a point for Pepperdine. Pepperdine outperforming Wahine on that particular point. We are tied at 8.
You see, Kanani gets blocked, but look at Uiato go down and do a nice cover job. That's something Hawaii's got to do a great job of tonight, is cover their hitters. Because that Pepperdine block is going to come alive sometime. They are huge. 6'3", 6'3", 6'4" up front line.
So that time for Hawaii, Emily Hartung. Hartung now in the front row along with Satele and along with Croson. Serving is Danielson. And Hawaii leading 9-8 in the first set. Ball hit by Messing, and Messing hits it off the block and twirls along the tape, and then goes off the hands of Croson. Tied at 9. Serving will be Messing.
Messing, part of that number 9 recruiting class in the country, 6'4" freshman, amazing.
40-20, UNLV upsets Hawaii in football. Not good. Ball is hit over by Croson. Croson went off one of the blockers, and the ball just twirled to the floor. 10-9, Hawaii leading by the slimmest of margins. And serving will be Hartung. Way long. Tied at 10. We're in the first set. Hawaii started strong, led at 1.62. That was eclipsed. Pepperdine came back to tie it at 6. We are now tied at 10. Serving is Christensen. Danielson, Uiato, cross-court, Croson. That's popped in the air, but a 4 hits will be called. That didn't get over. It did not get over the tape. 11-10, Pepperdine leading.
Pretty good set. Jane Croson just tried to do a little bit too much with that ball. Tried to hit it too straight down and caught all cable.
Danielson into the net, saved by Uiato. Hewitt gets it across. Advantage Pepperdine. Back set. Adelhelm gets it over. Outside to Satele. Pounds it off the block. Outside it goes to Frederick. She pushes it over with one hand. In the air for Satele. Blocked back, but Danielson is there. Hewitt. Right there is Robinson. Frederick gets it in. And Pepperdine is showing some of its potential. They lead by 2, 12-10.
Frederick's been their go-to gal along with Kim Hill this entire season. She's a senior, but last night really struggled. Only had 3 kills at -250. She was determined to have a better night tonight. We'll see.
Croson able to hit it off a double block. Adelhelm was there along with Wilbur.
The other side of that, Croson is the one that struggled for Hawaii. She had 10 errors and hit 0. She's hoping to up that average. Very unusual night for her.
11 serving 12. Frederick, Wilbur. That ball just pushed over and a dig. No, they say no, not being able to get the spatula under the ball that time was Maeda. 13-11.
Take a quick look, see if the hand gets under that, and we'll see if we can. A little hard to tell from there. I thought she actually got it, to be honest with you.
Serving is Williver. Uiato step out Hewitt. Dug up by Williver. Adelhelm goes outside and getting the ball over his hill and down. 14-11, Pepperdine leading by 3.
Looks like Dave Shoji's going to wait for the media timeout rather than call one himself right now.
Williver serving. Dug up by Croson. Croson gets it back from Uiato. That's in the air by Robinson. Williver sets up Frederick. That's blocked back. Comes over. Hawaii now with the advantage. Satele, Uiato, Croson. Croson took something off. Got it down in front of an advancing Robinson.
Well, the off-speed beach roll shots seem to be working more effectively for both Croson and Danielson right now. A lot of those balls dropping in front of Pepperdine's back row players.
Croson with that big toss gets it in. That ball dug up by Frederick. Williver, Frederick off the block. Whistle blows. And a point for Pepperdine. Net violation.
And Hewitt.
15-12, timeout. Along the network, Hawaii trailing by 3. Contrast to the way we started last night with Hawaii dominating in the first set. It is Pepperdine with a 3-point lead. Let's take a look at the Kaiser Permanente keys to the match.
Well, for Pepperdine, they've got to solve the wall problem. Last night, they got blocked 18 times. The smaller team outblocked them 18-9. And for Hawaii, they've got to get more three-point passes. A three-point pass is a pass that's passed up close to the net inside that 3-meter line where the setter can set at least 3 people.
Frederick will serve 15-12 in favor of Pepperdine. Frederick gets it in. Croson waiting for it. Uiato, cross court. Danielson. Good diving dig by Christensen. Ball comes over. Uiato. Maeda from the second row. Croson in the air by Williver. And that ball is hit over by Messing. There's Hewitt. And that goes off Frederick in the back row.
That was a three-point pass that was put up by Croson so that Uiato could set the middle. Those three-point passes allow Hartong and Hewitt to be more involved in the offense.
Hewitt serving. Oliver waiting. And a short, very short set is good to Hill that went right by Hartong.
Kim Hill, the two-time All-American, is so versatile. She hits from the left, she hits from the middle, she hits from the right, and she's effective everywhere.
Pepperdine leading by 3. Overpass by Croson. Hammered down easily that time by Cash. Blake will come in for Satele.
Croson will move into the back line area where she can't be served, and Blake will take her spot.
That ball is served wide by Adelhelm. Now Satele comes back for Blake. Satele in the front row along with Hartung and Danielson. Serving will be Uiato. 14 serving 17. That's an overpass. And Danielson, quick, realizes it, hammers it down.
So serving's becoming a big factor here. Each team is taking turns serving BBs and forcing the other team to overpass the ball for easy kills.
Uiato serving. Messing down in front of Croson. Messing, the 6'4" freshman from the Woodlands, Texas. Katie Messing.
An all tournament at the Dayton tournament recently.
Kim Hill serving.
Nana Matthews calls her Bambi-like. She needs to get stronger. Right now she looks like a baby deer.
Ball hit over by Hartung. In the air by Hill. Battle at the net. Danielson gets it across. Go to Messing. And Messing able to hit it inside of Hartung and down in the back row. Hawaii wants to call a timeout. 19-15 in the first set. Pepperdine by 4. Jack in the box. Jack Fact. A Jack Fact for tonight. Will the Waves win the WCC with 7 returning starters and a freshman class ranked number 9 by PrepVolleyball.com? The Waves received 7 of 9 first place votes and are picked to win the WCC.
Went 20-8 last year. Were left out of the NCAA tournament, so there was a lot of motivation there.
Danielson has flopped out. Danielson just pounded that off Cash and Williver. Danielson serving. Williver sets up Cash. That's in the air. Uiato, Croson.
What a set from Uiato. This ball has no spin on it, right where Jane Croson likes it. That kill was enough to force Nina Matthews to call a timeout.
So Pepperdine calls a timeout. They led moments ago by 4. That has been cut in half. It is now 19-17 here in the first set. But Pepperdine seems to be much more prepared, ready to play. And Hawaii is the one that at times seems back on their heels a bit. But as you can see, they were down by 4. Now, almost instantly, they're down by 2. Let's go inside the numbers presented by HMSA. .902. Hawaii's all-time winning percentage in the Stan Sheriff Center. 313-34. That's not bad. And tonight, it's a sellout.
My guess is that that's the best percentage in the country. for a facility. I can't imagine anybody being much higher than 90%. But Dave Shoji, when I talked to him before the game, he knew that Pepperdine would come out a different team and that they would not repeat last night's performance. He expected more of a performance like games 2 and 3 of last night and not games 1 and 4 where Hawaii just clearly dominated.
1917 Pepperdine. Biggest lead has been 4 for Pepperdine. Hawaii has cut it to 2. So Pepperdine immediately sees the momentum leaking, and they call a timeout. Danielson will serve for Hawaii. Gets it over. Dug up by Hill. Oliver. And that will be a back row attack.
Mita Frederick just stepped over that 3-meter line, and she's a back row player who could not step over that and attack the ball above the net.
18 serving 19. Hawaii trying to catch up right here. That ball hit down, goes off Uiato. Danielson goes into the bench along with Satelli, unable to get there. Hawaii trails by 2. Pepperdine is at the second plateau. They lead it 20-18.
Nice cutback shot there in the middle, and Uiato hung in there and popped it up.
Messing serving. Danielson, Uiato, Satelli. That ball goes into the net.
Well, Satelli's really coming into her own on the right side, in my opinion. She's growing and getting better every game. She learned from the UCLA series when she had to go up against that big block. She knew she'd be facing a big block in the likes of Pepperdine, 6'3", 6'3", 6'4" across the front row. And last night she lit it up pretty good by hitting over 350.
Maeda to serve. The ball is dug up and then hit over by Wolver. Good dig that time by Frederick, setting up the opportunity for Wolver, and it's now 21-19.
You know, Wolver, a lefty, has an advantage here. Was coming up too close to the net like this. She only tried this once last night. I'm surprised she didn't try it more often.
Michaela Christensen serving for Pepperdine. The ball just touched over. Just a touch. She actually palmed it over. And the ball came down untouched. 21-20. Hawaii staying close, trying to steal this first set.
An uncanny number of shots falling in front of the Pepperdine defensive back row. Hawaii continuing to test that with soft shots.
Elizabeth Blake to serve. Wolver. And that ball hit by Frederick. That goes off the block and out. 22-20. Pepperdine continues to lead. They have the separation that they need here in the first set. Serving will be Wolver. Dug up by Maeda. Step out Hewitt. Wolver in the back row. There's Adelhelm. Ball put over by Hill. Diving dig by Maeda. Uiato. There's Danielson. Ball comes over. And let's say double hit is called. And the point will go to Pepperdine. And they lead it now by 3. Hawaii calls a timeout. And they are running out of wiggle room here in the first set.
I'll tell you what's a big difference tonight is the play of Leila Frederick. She's their go-to gal, as their senior leader. Tonight she's got 3 kills in game 1 here. That's the same total she had all last night for 2 hours in 4 games. So big, it's got to be giving Pepperdine a huge emotional and physical lift.
We reiterate again, this is a very important match because of the fact if Hawaii wins, it will give them the bragging rights to having been the team that defeated Pepperdine, albeit early in the year, but defeated them twice. And that would give evidence to the committee at the end of the regular season just where to seed the Rainbow Wahine, because after tonight, they enter WAC play, and they are not going to see a ranked team for a long time.
You're right. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Winning tonight, I think, is more important for Hawaii than it is for Pepperdine. Hawaii's, the rest of their schedule is just not filled with great RPI teams. And Dave showed you needs a good RPI. That's a ranking that shows the strength of your schedule and your team and your wins. and your opponents and how much they win. And he would love to get the first 2 rounds of the NCAA championship right here at the Stan Sheriff Center. And he can, but he's got to have a pretty good RPI ranking.
Need tickets to an upcoming UH contest? Visit HawaiiAthletics.com. Call 944-BOWS or visit the Stan Sheriff Center box office. 3 easy ways to get your seats for exciting University of Hawaii sports action. 23-20. Pepperdine serving Pepperdine. Wooliver left hands it over. Blake overpass, hammered down. It is set point in set number 1 for Pepperdine. What a turnaround.
Hawaii overpassing more than usual. That time picking on the freshman Blake.
They do it again. Blake in the air. Uiato goes outside. Croson. That's over by Wooliver. Saved by Blake. Uiato again. This time it's Danielson. Ball is overpassed, and Hewitt is there to hammer it down. That time Christensen too much on the ball. 24-21. Hawaii, boy, the chances are slim. They've got to play perfect volleyball to get to 24, to send it to extra play.
The good news is this is a rotation that they score a lot of points in.
Croson gets it in. The ball dug up by Frederick. Hit down Adelman, dug up by Blake. Uiato goes outside. Danielson popped up by Robinson, pushed over. Diving dig by Maeda. But that's it. Hawaii can do no more, and they run out of points in the first set. Pepperdine leads the match 1-0, winning 25-21.